Good morning, everyone. This is Massa English Quiet Time. Today is a Sunday. We have worship today, so we are happy, be glad, be happy and be glad. Especially Psalm 100 is so beautiful psalm. So we just remember and shout to the Lord, all the earth come before Him with gladness. So we just uh, enter the house of the Lord today. So we will be glad. All right, let's see today, Second Chronicle chapter 3. We are doing it, and then let's read the KJV version and for chapter 3 verse 1 through 6. All right, let's read it. Then Solomon began to build the house of the Lord at Jerusalem in Mount Moriah, where the Lord appeared unto David his father, in the place that David had prepared in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. Verse 2. And he began to build in the second day of the second month, in the fourth year of his reign. Verse 3. Now these are the things wherein Solomon was instructed for the building of the house of God. The length of cubits after the first measure was 80 cubits, and the breadth 20 cubits. Verse 4. And the porch that was in the front of the house, the length of it was according to the breadth of the house, 20 cubits, and the height was 120, and he overlaid it within with pure gold. And the greater house he sealed with a fir tree, which he overlaid with fine gold, and set thereon palm tree and chains. And he garnished the house with precious stones for beauty, and the gold was gold of Parvine. All right. Let's see. Yeah, other version here. USB version here. Yeah. Let's read it first. This is the book. No. This is the wrong chapter. Yeah. And Second Chronicle chapter 3. All right. Yeah. All right. Then Solomon began to build the house of the Lord in Jerusalem on Mount Moriah, where the Lord had appeared to David his father, at the place that David had appointed on the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. Verse 2. He began to build the second month of the fourth year of his reign. Uh, verse 3. These are the, verse 3. These are Solomon's measurements for building the house of God. The length in cubits of the old standard was 60 cubits, and the breadth 20 cubits. The vestibule in front of the nave of the house was 20 cubits long, equal to the width of the house, and its height was 120 cubits. He overlaid it on the inside with pure gold. The nave he lined with cypress, and covered it with fine gold, and made palms and chains on it. He adorned the house with a setting of the precious stone. The gold was gold of Parvine. Yeah, all right. So we don't need a text up there. So we better talking about here. Yeah, all right. All right, translation very quick. And then 솔로몬 하기를 시작했다 to build 여호와의 집을 성전을 at Jerusalem 예루살렘의 마운트 모리아에. 그것은 여호와께서 다윗에게 그의 아버지가 나타나셨고, 그리고 인데 그곳에서 다윗은 그 오르난, 여부스 사람 오르난의 타작마당에서 준비했던 드리려고 준비했던 곳이었다. 2절. 그리고 그는 또한 세웠다. 둘째 날 또는 둘째 달, 그리고 4년, 그의 통치 4년, 966년이죠. 그리고 3절. 그리고 이것들은 솔로몬이 또한 하나님의 집을 세우기 위해서 준비한 것들이다. 그리고 길이는 큐빗, 그리고 큐빗은 여기 60큐빗 길이로 했고, 또한 너비는 20큐빗으로 했다. 4절. 그리고 폴치, 현관은 특별히 전 앞에 있는 것인데 그 길이는 여러 가지 길이 그 전의 길이를 따라 했고 29빗 또는 그리고 높이는 120 정도 큐빗으로 했다. 그리고 거기는 아주 순금으로 이렇게 입혔다. 5절. 그리고 큰 집, 거기는 이제 5절에 이제 큰 집 이렇게 돼 있는데 여기 이제 뭐라고 돼 있냐면 그냥 그 great house, 그 위대한 집 이렇게 돼 있는데 우리나라 성경 히브리어로는 뭐였죠? 베트 아파이트 하가돌, 큰 집 맞네요. 큰 집 가돌. 그 집은 그 다음에 여러 가지 이 fir tree라고도 하고요. 여기 보면 cypress tree, and ESB가 더 낫네요. cypress tree, 그 뭐 편백 또는 뭐 잣나무라고 번역하게 됐는데 그런 나무들로 이렇게 입혔고, 그리고 거기다가 어떠한 순금을 입히고, 그리고 거기는 종려나무와 그리고 사슬들 이런 것도 이제 쫙 이렇게 세팅을 했죠. 뭐 그려 넣었다 이렇게 해도 되겠고요. 그리고 올렸다, 만들어 올렸다, 이렇게 보기 좋게 하려고 문이라든지. 6절. 그리고 가니시다, 또한 장식했다. 그 소중한 돌들, 보석들, 아름다운 돌들. 그리고 금은 파르바임에서 가져왔다. 뭐 이렇게 이제 귀한 보석으로 장식하고 그렇게 이제 됐습니다. Alright. So you understood all context. Today we just learned about today's I wanna explain pretty quick. And Solomon, as his start of to build the temple of God, is talking about and the place and what was there and material, so what he used, and talking about and what kind of thing he made, and also what was in there, and this is what I just say. How what's the meaning of this? And very is make it beautifully, you know. So today is the church, the building, you know, as much as if we can, if it is beautiful, it's better, yeah, and not too, you know. I think this is so beautiful. As they can prepare all materials they he used together, and especially precious stone like that, and it was a so beautiful place. But we cannot see, only we see, you know, through the description, and in the Bible we just suppose and imagine, you know, what was like in his time, and we should think about it. All right, and the application. So what is how do you apply? And especially verse 1, 2, yeah, and just starting. Yeah, I think this is a very important application today. When you have something, good things, especially God has given to you, a beautiful heart and mind, and you try to start it. You know, Solomon got God's mission and task, and then he was going to build the temple of God, and his father David also prepared everything, and he just set his mind and just do it. So he just started verse 1 and 2, and in his 4 years of his sovereignty, his reign, you know, and it was 966, you know. Yesterday, I watched it. You know, David's reign started from before Christ, 1010. So it was 11, you know, millennium before Christ, and then his reign, just you know, ends 40 after 40 years, 970 BC. So Solomon's reign, his sovereignty start from 970 before Christ. So it was the fourth year, as we know, it was 966 before Christ, BC. So we understand that he started from there, and he used so much beautiful stuff, and with pure gold and all kind of beautiful timbers, and then also beautiful overlay, and try to make it beautifully. All right. So application. First thing I just pointed out, start it. Second thing, and make it beautiful. So when you build the kingdom of God, when you're starting with something, and how can he? By the way, how can we just build the kingdom of God? Well, we really like should only is this only way to build a building? Yeah, absolutely not. As a church, it signifies a temple, signifies also the building, and then, but also today application should be, and Jesus point out, just you break the temple of God, I will just raise it up within 3 days. He talked about what does it mean. So temple meant his body himself. So after coming of Jesus Christ, this temple just apply to the whole Christian bodies. So we say that don't only go to the church building, and we just go to church today, have a worship, but you also at the same time you have to realize you are temple of God. We are people of God. We are temple of God. We are church, as a biblical teaching, really. So we are church of God. Each body of you, and you are member of church. So just you may call as a church, So we are church. We should become church. So make it beautiful, make it holy, and make to be holy and to be beautiful like that. So without any spot, any speckle, anything, just make it so beautiful, so beautiful. Uh, this is also Paul is talking about Ephesians chapter 5 and 6, and our church should be beautiful, without any speck or spot and anything, just a sprinkle or anything, just to make it beautiful. So this is the conclusion today. So you are the body of a church. You are church. So we just don't misunderstand, misleading only the church building. In the times of Solomon, the building was only church, but Jesus' time, his body is a temple itself. But now, what are the essence of also reality of churches? We are church. We belong to the body of church. We are church. So we should be clean and make it beautiful. Your life, qualified, and also very beautiful life, and you should live. So this is so important. I exhort you and challenge you. So remember, we are member of church. We are church. So not only the church building. So that's why uh, you just build it, and not only the building, and build yourself in, equipped it, and also beautiful way. And God is asking, to do to in your life. So let's build it beautifully, and especially day by day we live, and through the behavior, by efforts, and by outcome, and you should show how beautiful you are in your lives through the whole your faith. All right. So have a nice Sunday and beautiful worship and everything. And so remember, we are, church itself. So we should be holy and make ourselves a beautiful way. Not only building the building of a church. Not only that, so we should be beautiful and holy. Yeah. All right. Have a nice Sunday.